What's good? What's good? It has been today the hottest day of the year so far. Where I'm in West Seattle today, and I used the opportunity to do some cleaning of my van and to do a few other projects. So I stayed after work, and we have a powerful shop vacuum, and I also needed a drill because I added, you can kind of see, there's this little bar here. I put that on my shelf because I now have a rice cooker that I need to start using. And I also have my coffee kettle thing. I need to get back into making my own coffee. And I'm going to start making my own food. I bought a barbecue the other day. And so I really need to be doing better. And that's kind of what inspired the title of this video. I really miss the old Jordan Peterson. Just his old stuff, his old college lectures are phenomenal. Specifically two that I've listened to several times. One of them is The Necessity of Virtue, an absolutely fantastic lecture. And then in his classroom, he discussed Jungian archetypes using The Lion King as sort of a narrative example, and it's so awesome. I love it. I love his old stuff, but his new stuff, whatever, I don't care. And it's really funny. I remember when I was a kid hearing people talk that way about musicians and artists that they liked, that the old stuff is always better, and then after they find comfort and success and complacency, it generally tends to get weird. And so the old stuff, the old clean your room Dr. Peterson, was inspiring me to just be better, because that's been on my mind lately, is that I need to be better. I have made progress in some areas of my life, but overall, I'm not as disciplined as I should be in many facets of my life. And I acknowledge that, and I want to be better. I used to wake up at 6 a.m. and I hated it. And so that's why I'm resistant to try and go back to a 6 a.m. routine wake up, because my body, my mind, just all of it, I couldn't do it. But for years of my life, I was pretty good about waking up, going to work, getting college degrees, working out. And then just the last few years really have kicked my butt. No excuses. I'm going to be better. And part of that discipline means I need to save more money. I just need to be doing better. And so I'm going to start cooking more of my own food, hence the rice cooker and the coffee pot, and just cleaning up my space, making it more comfortable, because I'm probably going to be living in here for many more months. I don't necessarily want to, but I think it's the right call. I'm not where I want to be financially. Obviously, I live in a van, but I should have acreage. I'm 37. I turned 38 this year, and I should be a landowner. But, that's a lot of us in America should be landowners, but we can't because of the whole Epstein people. We'll call them the Epstein people. Instead of calling them the ruling class, we'll just call them the Epstein people, because there's no denying they're real. Because I used to be criticized heavily, you're a conspiracy theorist, Andrew. Yeah. Who's the crazy one now? I'm not crazy. So the Epstein people are the ones who are screwing us in humanity. But anyways, let me get back on track. What was the title of this video? The title of this video was, I missed the old Dr. Peterson, but I might change it to something like, I need to be better. I will be better. I have loved the experiences I've had with the crew, the construction crew that I'm kind of a part of. So it's not a full-time job, but I'm trying to make it into a full-time job. Right now, I'm just a general laborer for a construction crew, but I've learned quite a bit and I'm almost the framer, but I'm not quite there yet. But anyways, I love going to lunch with these guys, and then we go to Starbucks, and it's just like fucking cool to just chill with the guys, with the boys. And we're building shit. It feels like when I was a kid building tree forts, except we're doing way better stuff. And the crew I'm on is really cool. I'm really blessed in a lot of ways, and I'm holding myself back from even more blessings by not being disciplined. And I just want to be honest with you all. That's one thing I hope you will see if you watch my other videos, is honesty and authenticity. I didn't really ever want to be a YouTuber, which is why I still don't put a lot of effort into this, but I really like this outlet, and I am gaining a few subscribers here and there, which is awesome. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Check the description for a link to merchandise that you can buy to support me in my journey. And what you would be supporting is my dream. I mentioned acreage earlier. If I won the lottery, or if you support me in building my dream, it's going to look like me owning some land, having a small farm, and then running like a healing center of sorts. Man, just that word healing is such a bougie word, and it shouldn't be, but it still has that energy, which we need to break that energy, because our society is very, very sick. If you watch this, you likely know someone that is super struggling. Kind of like, anyways, no. So anyways, a healing center where I take people from my community. Literally, I just want to go see homeless people, or I want to go approach homeless people. And I got a story about this and a homeless person in a minute, but let me continue on my mission. And I want to ask them, would you be willing and open to receive help and to face your demons and to heal? Because that's what I ultimately believe will change the world, is more people just going out into their communities and helping however they can. And so if I won the lottery, I would have land and I would have space to support these people on their healing journeys. And I've got like a whole formula. I won't go into the formula right now, but it involves community. It involves purpose. It involves having things to do. I've got a whole formula. And so if you buy merchandise or if you donate, that's the vision that you're donating towards. And I didn't have that vision when I started making these videos, but I now firmly have that vision. And so that's why I'm asking for you to support me, essentially. So let me get to this story, because today was the hottest day of the year, and I was just really excited to sip some kombucha by the ocean. I'm at Alki Beach right now, and to smoke a joint. And to me, I do feel extremely blessed that I get to do that right now. I'm getting emotional, I'm sorry. Just transmuting shitty energy, because our society is so fucked up that there's so many homeless people. So there's the homeless guy at the Safeway that I was going to, and I don't have much. I really don't have much right now. But on my way out of Safeway, I bought a 4-pack of these. I was like, man, I don't want to give him money, but it's been really hot. A cold drink might be nice. And you know what? When was the last time this shouldn't be bougie, but it's kombucha. It's blueberry mint. It's fucking delicious. Kombucha shouldn't be bougie. Health and wellness shouldn't be bougie, but because of our very sick society, it is. And so I just walked up to him and asked him if he wanted a cold drink, and he was strung out or something. He wasn't all here, but he accepted it. And when I was driving away, it makes no sense to me, but I'm not like gonna try and figure it out. But like, he had poured the drink into a plastic water bottle and was drinking from that. I don't understand why, but ultimately, I firmly believe that if more people just go out into their communities and help and do something, the world would change quite quickly. I'd bet money on it. I'm betting my life on it. All in the video there. Thank you very much. Much love.